Baby, stop apologizing already. Seriously, you got nothing to feel bad about here. Well, yeah, but you didn't know your sister's babysitter was going to fall through. How could you have known that? And how could you have changed it? Sweetheart, I know. The plans that we had, we can put those off. There's nothing time sensitive there. It's not a problem. Just do that a different time. And look, we still get to spend time together tonight. Well, that's the most important part, isn't it? That's exactly why I told you I wanted to come along. Baby, come on. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to feel bad. All you're doing here is being a good sister. It's one of the things that attracted me to you. Your priorities. Your focus on family. You take care of the people that are important to you. You're there for them. You're willing to give them your time, your energy. You're willing to help them out. It's beautiful to me. So all you're doing here is being a good sister, and you're letting your husband come along for the ride. Besides, her kid is just, well, I was going to say a hoot, but a handful too. Yeah, you're not wrong. No, I haven't forgotten that. You know I had to throw that shirt away, right? Yeah, I could not wash all those stains out. No, next time I feed that kid, I'm going to go in with a poncho or a tarp or something over me. It just, wow. I did not know a kid that size could make that big of a mess, but I kind of think that they're inversely proportional, the smaller the kid, the bigger the mess they make. I think that's kind of the way it goes, isn't it? The cuteness quotient is really high too. So they make a mess, but they're cute as all hell doing it. You know what the best part is? Your sister had to clean up the rest of that. That's the best part. So anyway, don't feel bad. You're being a good sister. That's attractive to me. You're letting me come along. We're going to have plenty of time to ourselves to chat, to enjoy the evening, to, I don't know, eat your sister's food. So it's not an evening wasted. You're my wife, and I get to spend the night with you. What more could I want? Speaking of your focus on family, speaking of things that attract me to you, I just, very early in our relationship, I just noticed and appreciated how good you are with kids. You're just, there are just several things you do. Well, you're very good at comforting them. You know just how to soothe them, but you also have an instinct for when they need to be told to toughen up and get up and move on. And you seem to be, you're just patient. Kids can be really taxing on your patience. And you're so sweet. There have been times that I've watched you interacting with your niece, and I can tell you some of those times I would have been ready to pull my hair out. But you always seem to stay calm and patient. And, well, no, that's not all. You you're good at making kids laugh. And when you talk to them, you treat them respectfully. You're not condescending to them. It just seems to me like you, well, baby, you just have a gift. You have a gift. And that really, that was important to me. Well, I mean, we discussed this pretty early on, that the question of kids, you know, and well, as you know, I've always wanted to have kids. And I knew when we started dating that we needed to make sure that we were on the same page there. And I wanted to be sure that the woman I was going to marry was also going to be good with kids. That when we had kids, that she'd be happy raising them, interacting with them, teaching them. And I just saw so much of that in you. So while you were scoping out a guy that was going to be a good father, I was looking for a woman who'd be a good mother. And it's just one of the ways that both of us are really compatible. We want the same things, we share the same values. And that's all important. It's definitely going to make parenting a lot easier, when we're not trying to teach them very different things on topics that we both find very, very important. There's plenty of stuff to figure out along the way, baby. There are so many questions. Let's not put the cart before the horse. All right? There's so many of these things that we can't see what's coming down the line for us all the time. And that's one of the things about kids, is they figure out ways to test you. You figure out what you think you need to be doing, and then they find a way to test you with something that you were totally unprepared for. And that's fine. That resilience, the flexibility, is one of the traits that also makes me know that you're going to be fine. So, yeah. And I guess this is something I haven't really known how to bring up, but I've thought about for a little while. I kind of wanted to talk to you about this. So I guess your sister's babysitter falling through has given me a great way to make a segue into this. Well, we both know we want kids, but we've never really talked about a timeline. And I was kind of thinking that we might start thinking about that sometime in the near future. I don't know. I don't know why it came to mind, but as I've pondered it, I've realized that we're in a good place. We have a lot of stuff in our favor. We've got a lot of stability. Well, okay. Well, we're both through all of our schooling, right? We've started our jobs. We're making enough money that we're financially stable with extra money, right? That we're able to put into savings and enough that we could add a child in there and still be putting into retirement, be putting into savings, and we've bought a home, so we're not going to be moving around. We're putting down roots. We got a lot of friends. We got family nearby who can help. When our babysitter falls through. Your sister definitely owes us a few favors there. So anyway, I just was wondering if that's something that you might... Huh? Now? No, I'm I'm fine with that. I just thought that you were gonna need some more time to think about it and wrap your mind around it. But no, that I mean, I'm just still in shock. I I kind of thought maybe you might, I don't know, have some concerns, but no, just saying yes. That's that's I'm just thrilled. I'm excited. I don't even know how to express it really. This just remember when I proposed to you and you said yes, and I kind of just was stunned and then started laughing because it was just it was just such a simple answer to such a big question. And this is kind of hitting me the same way. I'm ready. And I'm glad that you are. It, baby, this is one of the happiest moments of my life. I adore you. I adore you. You're going to make one hell of a mom. And I can't think of anyone that I would rather have kids with. I can't think of anyone that I would trust more to take care of my kids and be their mom. And I'm just really excited to start a family with you. I'm excited for this next step that we're about to take. I love you too. And, you know, this calls for some kind of celebration, right? So, after we finish eating the food at your sister's place, she gets home, we can go home and celebrate. I love you, baby.